We are here today to call on members of the Assembly Insurance Committee to ask Commissioner Lara tough questions and demand straight answers about whether or not his plan will protect consumers in the crazy insurance market we have today. The insurance commissioner has promised to give the insurance industry everything it wants, but the quid pro quo is that insurance companies have supposedly committed to start selling wildfire insurance to California homeowners again. The question that members of the Assembly Insurance Committee need to ask the commissioner is whether that commitment is real. From all of the evidence that we have seen, insurers' supposed commitment to begin selling home insurance again in California is false. Here's why we know that. Consumer Watchdog obtained documents containing the secret deal that Commissioner Lara made with the insurance industry during the legislative session. Those documents also have a promise from insurance companies to move back into wildfire areas, but they also contain two massive loopholes that eliminate that promise. The first loophole is that rather than selling full, comprehensive, affordable home insurance policies to Californians in fire areas, insurance companies could instead sell bare bones, high-cost policies that Californians already have access to in the FAIR Plan. And let me say that again, just to be crystal clear. Californians already have an insurer of last resort. It's called the FAIR Plan. It's where you go if no insurance company will cover you. And too many Californians in fire areas have been forced to buy their coverage from the FAIR Plan. The deal that Commissioner Lara made with insurance companies would let them sell the same kind of policies the FAIR Plan sells today instead of real home insurance. That is leaving California homeowners no better off than they are today with the FAIR Plan. So that is a complete giveaway to the insurance industry. The second massive loophole in this deal is that the commissioner could waive the requirement, waive insurers' commitments for any insurer who says they cannot meet the commitment. What does that mean? If an insurance company promises to sell you a policy, but makes the price so high that you can't afford it, then you can't buy the policy and the insurance company could not meet their commitment. The Assembly Insurance Committee needs to ask the insurance commissioner two hard questions about those loopholes. Number one, will the deal that the commissioner is discussing today allow insurance companies to get out of their commitment by selling only bare bones policies that Californians can already buy from the FAIR Plan? And number two, will the commissioner waive that commitment for any insurance company who claims they can't meet it? If those two answers are not no, we will force companies to sell real policies to Californians. Then the insurance commissioner has given away the farm to the insurance industry for no benefit for California homeowners. Not a single new Californian will have access to home insurance coverage that they desperately need today under that plan. One other critical thing that Californians are expecting and have been expecting from this insurance commissioner he has not delivered on. A key piece of the promise of the insurance commissioner's plan is that Californians will now get discounts for mitigating their homes against fire. And this is really critical. Everybody agrees that we need more mitigation in California because if you harden your home, if you clear brush around your home is 75% less likely to burn down in a wildfire. If Californians mitigate their homes against disaster, we're all safer because our community is less likely to be harmed in a wildfire. The commissioner last year announced with grand fanfare that he was now requiring insurance companies to offer mitigation discounts to homeowners who harden their homes. This is supposed to make our insurance cheaper. But more than a year after that announcement, not a single mitigation discount has been approved at the Department of Insurance. While Commissioner Lara is rushing through double-digit rate increases for home insurance for Californians, not a single mitigation discount, with the exception of the FAIR Plan, has been approved at the Department of Insurance. So we have higher insurance rates and no promised mitigation discount. Members of this Assembly Insurance Committee must ask the commissioner, where are the discounts? When will he start approving them? Finally, there's one policy that, contrary to what the commissioner is announcing today, there's one policy that will, in fact, guarantee Californians have access to coverage. And that is a mandate that home insurers in California sell insurance to Californians who harden their homes. This helps all of us. Insurers would only be selling to the people who are least likely to burn down in a fire. Californians who have paid into their policies for decades would have the insurance that they were promised, and we would be reducing the risk of fire damage across the state. This is a win-win policy. The committee should ask the commissioner if he is willing to endorse a mandate that home insurers cover everyone who does the right thing and hardens their home. Now, I have to say that I don't have a lot of hope that the committee will ask that question. And the reason is because this Assembly Insurance Committee has refused to hear legislation that would do just that this year. Soon-to-be Senate leader Mike McGuire proposed a bill last year that would have required home insurers to cover everyone who mitigates their home. This insurance committee refused to hear that bill. But I hope that in the developments over the months that have followed, the committee has reconsidered its position and will now ask the commissioner about endorsing that deal and move forward themselves to support strong legislation that will require insurers to cover Californians who harden their homes. The last piece of this puzzle that the commissioner has announced is that he wants to allow insurers to use catastrophe models to set rates. What that means right now for the industry is they want to use private black box models that often incorporate AI to set insurance rates rather than the open, transparent, and justifiable process we have today. This committee should ask the commissioner if he is willing to commit to requiring catastrophe models be public, whether that's private models that they share with us publicly or the creation of a public model in California. Insurance commissioner needs to commit to making sure anything that goes into our rates, including catastrophe models, can be verified to be sure that they're treating consumers fairly. That's the final question that this committee needs to ask. Will the commissioner commit to a public catastrophe model that we can verify before our insurance rates go up? You know, the commissioner has said time and time again he's got a commitment from the industry to do this. But he has never shown us in writing, and the insurance companies have never come forward to promise that they will actually start selling to Californians again. The only evidence we have is the legislation that the commissioner drafted in a closed room with the insurance industry that says the deal is a joke. So until the commissioner comes forward with proof, a public announcement with insurance companies by his side saying, as soon as we get all the giveaways we want, we're back in the market, then this deal is a joke. This deal is a sham. Californians cannot expect access to a single new insurance policy from this commissioner if he doesn't prove what he's been saying out there for so many months.